Hello, welcome to Clutch My Pearls, a podcast where I, Emily, learn all about the smut that my friends are reading. As always, I'm joined with Vanessa and Barbara.
Hi.
Hi.
Emily was telling us about her list of things to do.
It's right here in my pocket for our YouTube
list.
listeners. It's right here.
Check it out.
Here.
For our
Put it
listeners,
away.
it's right there.
For our listeners,
There you go.
that's
ASMR.
my list that I keep in my inside of my pocket that I've been checking off all day because if I write it on a list, it's not in the head.
We're firing on all cylinders real quick.
What's wrong with me?
Nothing. You're literally perfect.
I thought you said you were fine.
I'm fine.
She's fine. She's always fine. She's fine. She's great.
Great.
Fine.
Vanessa, how you doing?
I'm good.
You're chilling?
I'm chill.
How was Barbara?
Great. My shoulders are in my ears. It hurts, but I'm
I have to tell myself, put him down.
putting them down. I can't.
Put 'em
They're
down.
locked up.
Do you
Locked
clench your jaw too?
What?
Are you clenching your jaw too?
Always.
Yeah.
Space between the teeth, space between the teeth, space between the teeth.
My overbite is coming back. No one cares. Hi, everyone.
Hi. As always, our Patreon is patreon.com/clutchmypearlspod, where you get a bonus episode every month and you get ad-free episodes and you get the episodes a day early if you are in our book boyfriend and above. The bonus episodes for the book boyfriends and above as well. I'll get there eventually.
Amazing.
Amazing. It's so fun.
Wow.
And you can comment, we'll interact. We have a fun little group chat going in there. And yeah, as always, like and subscribe, Clutch My Pearls Pod everywhere on the internet and share with your friends. Top of the hour.
Top of the hour.
We have a Vanessa book.
We have a Vanessa book.
She told us to wear our diapers. It's been a minute since we've worn dye-dyes.
Last week, I pulled the rug out from you guys, and you hated that. I hated that it was just the scene that you read. Second base, tops. That was it.
I was pulling my hair out, literally.
Literally pulling your hair out, counting.
What was
It a lot.
that?
It was they were making out against the hotel wall, and he made her count to 10.
Mm-hmm.
Oh yeah, the Count
The one?
Dracula.
Yeah.
Yes.
Ooh.
What was the name of the book?
Wicked sexy.
Oh, that's right. Wicked Sex.
Wicked sexy.
Wicked Sexy.
So this week is going to get us banned on YouTube as usual because it's a Vanessa book.
I'm like, how much time are we in?
Well, you're good.
Because you know we're gonna do it.
Mhm.
I
Is
would
it- is
say
it-
something else, but I won't say it.
Okay.
'Cause we're
Is
a
there
little
cursing
early.
in the title or in the synopsis?
No, but I was about to curse.
We're good so far. Give up.
We're fucking.
We fucking.
Yeah.
I mean,
But we're not inking.
none of us are excited.
If we are, it's in an
Vanessa disagrees.
educational
She went,
way. Is this a book that you liked?
Yeah.
Uh-oh.
Is
Also wildly popular.
Ooh.
So I was ready to read
Oh.
it.
She's ready.
And also, somebody mentioned in the comments, I have no idea where or who, but they were like, somebody said something about small town romance. And I was like, it's been a while since I've had my assless chaps.
Are we in Elsie Silver?
No,
Okay.
but she does have new books.
I've seen that Wild and Free or something.
Yeah, Wild Eyes or something.
Yeah.
Wild Love.
I like
don't
the
know.
covers.
Yeah, they're really cute. But this one pops up all the time on TikTok. Done and dusted.
I literally almost did this last week.
Oh,
Done
Oh
and
my
dusted?
God. Done. That's so funny. I've had it on.
I think
it's so popular.
if you see the cover,
DONE
uh-huh.
and Dusted.
you would
dust-
totally recognize it.
Yeah.
Ooh.
It is basically Silver Springs or whatever the fuck it is.
Chestnut
Like-
Springs.
Chestnut
Oh,
Springs.
I was like, Fleetwood Mac? Yeah.
Hell yeah, it is.
All right.
Okay.
Who's
I've
the
heard
author?
it's so good.
Lyla Sage. It came
Ooh.
out June 2023.
So popular.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
I'm excited.
She's off limits, but he was never good at following the rules.
Bad boy.
Yeehaw.
For the first time in her life, Clementine Emmy Ryder.
Mm.
So her name's Clementine, but she goes by Emmy.
Have you
Okay.
seen Eternal Sunshine of the Spotless Mind?
Oh, yeah, her name's Clementine.
There you go.
My family calls me Emmy.
Yeah.
Aw. Can I call you Emmy?
Yeah.
I don't want to, but thank you.
Yeah. It's so weird. I only have my family and two friends that call me Emmy. Stacy
Yeah.
and Renee. The only ones.
Yeah.
But anyone else saying, I'm like, that's weird.
Stop it. Don't do that.
What if I called you Barbie?
You can if you want, but
What
that's
about
weird.
Rara?
Especially you calling me that. What?
Like Barbara. I was trying to think of something other
Rara?
than Barbara. Rara. I'm getting hot already.
All right.
Oh my God.
Clementine Emmy Ryder.
Yes. Okay. She has no idea what she's doing. She's accomplished everything on her to-do list. She left her
To-do
small...
list.
Oh, I have a to-do list. I brought props.
So it's Emily /
It's Emily.
Kate Winslet. Okay.
Yeah.
Okay.
Okay. She left her small hometown of Meadowlark, Wyoming, went to college, and made a career for herself by doing her favorite thing, riding horses.
You went to college for riding horses?
No, she went to college,
I'm just
and
teasing.
then she started doing barrel racing.
Oh,
Okay.
barrel racing's so cool.
Yeah.
Okay.
But after an accident makes it impossible for her to get back on the saddle, and she has no choice but to return to her hometown she always wanted to escape.
Aww.
Luke Brooks is Meadowlark's most notorious bad boy, bar owner, and bachelor.
Luke Wilson.
No.
No, not Luke Wilson. Luke Perry
Fine.
from 8 Seconds. Wasn't he in that?
Is he
Probably
in,
not.
what show? 90210?
90210.
Yeah.
Which one was he?
He looked like James
He
Dean.
has a kid who's a wrestler.
Luke Perry does? Luke Perry died. IRL.
Yeah, rip.
Gone
Yeah,
too
let's
soon.
not picture Luke Perry.
The wrestlers for a while, his name was Jungle Boy.
Oh my God.
I
That's
love
for
it.
Eric, who doesn't listen. Anyone else?
Okay. He is also the unofficial 5th member of the Ryder family.
One Direction? Wow.
Ooh.
As Emmy's older brother's best friend, Luke spent most of his childhood antagonizing her, and it's been years since he's seen her.
You love this
it.
dynamic. You love the brother's best friend. You
love it because it's small town brother's best friend and it's probably nasty. I love it because he's a bad boy. You love it because it's you and Luke Perry, I guess. And it's just,
me with a bad boy.
this
Yeah.
is great.
Well, I think being an only child and not having any siblings, I definitely like these books.
Yeah. You don't have that like, oh, gross.
When I was like 19 or 20, my brother was like, oh yeah, all my friends had like huge crushes on you, but I just never said anything. I'm like, how dare you not mention that? Like,
Oh my God.
what could have been?
Yeah,
What
they're like,
could
God,
have
that
been."
12-year-old is so hot.
He's a year older. Let's
Oh,
settle down.
okay.
Emily always makes it gross.
I think there's
Yeah.
too much of an age gap for me. It was 6 years and 4 years.
That's significant. Yeah.
Yeah.
No, we were 1 grade apart.
Okay. Blah, 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 blah. It's been years since he's seen her, but she walks into his bar and back into his life, and he can't take his eyes off her. Despite his better judgment, he wants to do a whole lot more than just look at her.
He should.
I'm just picturing her like kicking in the doors of a saloon that are not like fully
Oh
up.
yeah,
They're like a little swing, like
fing.
yeah.
Hell yeah. Emmy's got too much on her mind to think about romance, and Luke knows he should stay away from his best friend's younger sister. But what if Luke is just what Emmy needs to get her spark back, or will they both go up in flames?
Let's find out. I bet I'll get my spark back and I won't go out in flames.
She can't ride horses anymore. I bet she can ride something else.
Ooh, she's too sore.
Oh my God. 321 pages.
169.
69.
Oh.
188.
Wow.
wow.
Right in the middle.
She grinds on him.
Yeah, she does.
On the knee?
No, just on it
dry
because
humping.
it's huge.
It's huge. Pants on, pants off, just
Undies.
Undies.
For both.
Panties
Aw.
or boxers or boxer briefs?
Panties and boxer briefs.
You know what? That feels kind of like a nice like if you're a teenager and you have crushes on each other, but it's like older brothers, best, and then to have it be like
so
dry humping
yeah.
essentially,
Yeah.
like it just feels so like an ode to our.
They're like making out and
Yeah.
it feels so good.
And their parents are gonna be home soon, so they have to
Yeah.
be quiet. Like, yeah.
Yeah.
Ooh. You've thought about this.
Oh my god.
So she was in Colorado for barrel racing and she had an accident. I think she hit her head and she had like blood on her face, and I think it kind of traumatized her.
That's not funny.
Well, also her mom died from a horse riding accident. So
generational.
She did not know her mom. I think she was really young. I mean, she knew her, but she was really young when she passed away, so she doesn't really remember her. But I think it kind of triggered something in her, so now like she just can't get on a horse. So she
Yeah.
literally packed up all her shit, broke up with her boyfriend, and drove to Wyoming. And
What kind of horse riding did her mom do?
well, they own a ranch in Wyoming.
Oh, okay.
Cattle ranch. She did like riding lessons and stuff like that for kids. And I just think it was just her out on her horse.
Sex.
Yeah.
Barbara has a question.
Barbara's a question. Emily, do you think that by the end of the book she gets on a horse again because Luke Perry shows her the way of the world and his penis inspires her to be like, I can handle anything?
Yes. She's like, if I can ride that, I can ride anything.
Yeah, in an educational way. She has learned that she can handle anything. But yeah.
Anaconda.
Yeah. Some equine therapy.
So this is basically Chestnut Springs. The family owns like a big ranch, thousands of acres in Wyoming.
Big milk
Cattle.
is coming for them.
Yeah. Okay. So she meets straight away with her best friend, and they go straight to a bar. And when she walks in, she sees the guy that she went to homecoming with, and he kind of like dissed her, and so she's kind of like being away to him. And then like the song comes on, and it's a song that she used to get teased with by her brothers, but she knows that her brothers are out of town, so it could only mean that it's Luke.
Spice
What's
Girls?
the song?
Clementine. I don't know if it's a real song. But he makes the band play it, and so she's like looking around for him.
Maybe it's that ABBA song that none of us realized was
From the review. I was like, oh, what a cute poem.
Everyone was like, I caught that immediately.
Yeah, of course. Yes, we've had like 9 people tell us. A couple people told us in person. You know, it's this, right?
Yeah.
Now we do. Yeah.
I was like, oh.
Now I do.
Okay.
Sure.
Yeah. It's weird in the bubble.
Mm-hmm.
So he owns the bar, and this is like the most like.
What's he look like? Luke Perry. What does she look like?
Dark long hair, long enough to tuck, so shorter. Dark eyes, tan, real tall, real big. Think like a tree.
Yum.
Yeah. It doesn't really say much about her other than she has dark hair and green eyes.
She's not me.
Yes, she is.
I don't have dark hair.
Oh, my video just went off.
Oh, it's like that episode where Emily just disappeared for a minute.
Yeah. What's up with you?
Should I look to see where it left off?
No, because wherever it was,
Oh yeah, it's wherever
you'll just
it
be
was.
disappear. Surprise!
Okay.
Vanessa's back.
Do you have all your stuff turned off? Wi-Fi and stuff? Okay.
There's no way to know.
No, I have it all.
Anyway, Emily, dye your hair real quick.
Yeah,
I
she
look
has
mean
blonde
with-
hair and green eyes.
I don't have green eyes. I
You
have blue
kind of
eyes.
do.
You could.
Okay, it's Emily. It doesn't matter.
It's Kate Winslet.
So they haven't seen each other in a long time. Basically, probably since she was in high school.
Yeah.
So he's kind of caught off guard by like how grown up she is and how hot she is.
So he gets hard. Got it.
She's
Cool.
developed nicely.
Oh my god.
He's hoping it's just like the neon lights and like the bar.
Under the neon moon.
Yeah, basically. And like kind of just like brushes it off.
Uh-huh.
He's
the
like,
night-
these beer goggles and neon lights.
What?
she goes down to her family's ranch to like see her older brother has a daughter. So she has a niece, and she goes and she's like at her writing lessons, and Luke is the one that is teaching the lessons to the kids.
Ovaries exploding. Got
Yeah.
it. Yeah.
Do you think this is Lukey Pukey all grown up?
Oh my god!
It is Lukey Pukey from what was that?
It was
book?
one of the Wild Heart Silver Spring things.
Homeless? Heartless?
Heartless,
Homeless?
because it
Lukey
was
Pukey.
the single dad.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lukey Pukey. Aww.
Whatever episode number that was.
Yeah.
There's no way to know.
No way to know. Okay, so she goes and he's there, and of course he's like, she looks amazing not under the lights, so he's in love.
Broad
right away.
daylight, and she didn't. Yeah, there's
Rock
nothing.
hard. Clearly.
She's not staying like at the house, she's staying like in a cabin like off the property. And after he's done with the lessons, he goes by there, and she's like unpacking her truck, and he helps her bring in some boxes, and she ends up cutting herself, and she has like a little panic attack.
And he helps her.
He tends to the wound, and he's like sitting her down, and he's kind of like rubbing on her legs. And
With
I'm like,
what?
his hands. He's like trying to calm her down just by like rubbing on her. And I'm like, sir.
Sir.
Some medical
Is she freaking out
emer-
just because she like saw blood and stuff?
Yeah. I think she's just kind of like scared about blood now.
Yeah, she got a lot going on. It's fine.
because she bumped her head and got blood on her face.
Yeah.
Bumped her head. Yeah.
Yeah.
Oh.
Yes.
Slammed it
Just
into a barrel.
little boo boo. Yeah.
They almost kiss. And
In this moment?
Yes. And her brother walks in.
Oh.
And so they don't.
You're all adults. Whatever.
Luke notices that she hasn't been on a horse since she's been back. And she's kind of like getting all shaky when she's like grooming her horse when she's in the stables. She ends up telling him like what happened. She hasn't told anybody about the accident or that she can't ride a horse. And when she's telling him about it, she kind of has like a panic attack.
Jeez.
And he's like, "What do you need, sugar?"
Sugar.
And she asks him to squeeze. She just says squeeze. And so he holds her.
Yeah.
And it's real sweet.
It's very grounding.
Yeah.
Emily, you're coughing.
I'm fine.
In an educational and comedic way.
He basically says that she just needs to like start over. So he's like, I can give you some riding lessons.
Right. Yeah, you can.
I'm going to lay flat. You get on top. And you ride.
I'll get you all worked up.
Yeah.
You will not be thinking about horses. You'll
I'll
be thinking
make
about
sure your
something
hips
else.
are aligned.
So basically he's like, your horse is a racing horse, so I don't think that you should be riding a racing horse right
Yeah,
now.
no. I have a wild stallion in the back. Come on.
So definitely he wants her to like train on some like beginner horses that he uses for like the kids.
Have you guys ever been on a horse?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Why would I be on a horse? I think I've been on a pony, but I was like really young.
You've
Like-
never done like a little trail ride?
Who are you talking to?
I could have, but
I think it'd be so fun.
horses are massive.
Horses are very intuitive.
I'm pretty sure I told this story when, like, probably on Heartless or Homeless or whatever it was. But my grandma, when I was like 8, all the cousins, she was like, "Okay, go feed carrots to this horse. Keep your fingers flat, 'cause I might bite him off." And I went, "I'm out. I'm good.
Never horsing again.
That thing might bite your fingers off. Okay, I'm good over here. Like,
They're so good for like equine therapy. It's very beneficial.
I'm not here to experience life. I'm here to read about it.
Like books only. Okay, so obviously they're spending a lot of time together. Even though they've known each other their whole entire life, she really doesn't know a lot about him.
They don't know each other biblically yet.
Or really even, she just always thought he was annoying because he was just like always hanging around. And she was always kind of jealous that he was going with the brothers and she was never going. And then a lot of the times they would send him to like pick her up from school and stuff. And like one time he was like,
Emily, what?
It's just
Your-
like
your
weird.
face-
It's like
your
there's
face
like
just went-
these like childhood memories with someone that you then end up like sleeping with.
yeah.
Did you never have a crush on someone when you were a teenager?
No, but not someone that like I was like a kid sister to them, you know?
I don't think that they knew each other that well.
Right.
I
It was
don't
just
think it was
around.
like a kid sister thing. I think it was like she thought that he was annoying.
Yeah.
You know when you work somewhere and your coworker, and you're single and all those things, your coworker is not that attractive, but because of the forced proximity, you like flirt a lot?
Yeah,
Yeah.
they're like he's the one cute one out of them all.
It's kind of like that, where it's just like, whoa, what if? Like, I don't know.
Yeah. I think she definitely had a crush on him when she was younger because he is super cute.
There you go.
But
I mean,
it
he's a
was,
babe.
Yeah. He is a
He
babe.
doesn't even need the neon moon to look good.
I don't even know who I'm picturing. It's not even the beer
weird
goggles.
because he wears a lot of muscle tees.
What? I thought you said like mustard.
Oh, it probably has mustard on
He's
them.
always he just loves that color. All right.
So I don't know. I was picturing like, I don't know, bad boy country guy.
I have like almost like an AI human in my head.
Yeah,
Like,
it's just sort of like
this
faded sort of sugar.
could be like
Yeah.
18 different dudes
Yeah.
that could be the same guy.
like
or,
a Marlboro man
Yeah.
even.
As always, when it's somebody with dark hair and dark eyes, I'm like, oh, Colin Farrell.
Yeah.
Wasn't there a Cowboys movie with him? Did you guys ever see that one?
No.
God, he's so attractive.
I feel like I can see that in my brain,
I believe in you.
but I don't know what it is.
I don't know if it's very good,
Okay.
but he's in it, so it's great.
Oh.
So anyway, so she also didn't know a lot about his family. His mom like married some other guy and his stepdad kicked him out and they had kids together that she obviously pays more attention to. His dad was a drunk and just was never really around. He ended up passing away and he left him the bar
I
with
was crying over here.
Misunderstood bad boy.
Yeah.
Ugh, I'll hug you.
I'll keep you warm.
He left
fix
him the
it.
bar and a house and some property, and he didn't even know this whole. I kept reading it as Devil's Backbone, that bar out in like Wimberley or whatever.
No.
Okay, anyways, it's like this.
Incorrect.
It's just this really old like dive bar, and I just imagine like somebody owning it and like living
Just like a totally locals bar. Yeah.
yeah, and it's on off the highway. There's nothing else around.
Like a Chili's.
Ooh, like a big like old truck pulls up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyways, okay, so you don't even know what that is, so then never mind. But
No.
Wrong.
never heard of her before. So she kind of feels bad about like judging him, and that it must have felt really special to be a part of her family because they're all so close. So she kind of feels bad for being so like away to him when they were younger.
She wants to make it up to him in a very...
Yeah. She's like, I'll bring you into the family.
Yeah.
This is how
He's
we do
also really changed.
Oh.
And I think it has a lot to do with her brother having a daughter and like kind of growing up, and then his dad passed away. He got the bar and he's been trying to like get it better, fixing up the house.
Is this the child you warned us of earlier?
Yeah,
Yes.
before we started, you said there's a baby, and we went,
Yeah.
That's,
And I
that
guess-
was your trigger warning for us. So it's like, there's a child.
There's a child.
I guess it's Twilight.
Her name was Riley.
Renesmee.
Renesmee. Where you been, Loca?
I have a feeling that they're just like Silver Springs. They're gonna have their own books.
Yeah.
The other brothers.
Yeah, they'll do
Okay.
solo albums.
Yeah, the
Single
Lindsay
dad.
Buckinghams
Yeah.
of it. Yeah.
Yeah. So she gets on the horse.
Oh.
He's
Yeah,
super
she
proud.
does.
He takes her on a little field trip to like this like hidden waterfall.
Does he bring snacks?
Yes. He gives her a vegetarian burrito because since she grew up on a cattle farm, she doesn't really like to eat meat.
You go one way or the other. There's
Yeah.
no middle ground there.
And he brought her coffee just the way that she likes it, which is weird because she's like, he knows these things about me from us growing up together, but I would have thought that he would have known these things
Remembered
about
them.
me. Yeah.
Now I'm picturing her drinking coffee in high school, and I'm like, girl, what are you doing?
No,
She was so mature.
Yeah.
I think she's like 28, maybe 30.
Well, she's trying to prove to him when he learned what her coffee order was in high school that she's old enough to
Yeah.
be the one for him.
Yeah.
Yeah.
She loves coffee.
Yeah.
When was it like when she graduated high school? That was last time she saw him, or
She would come back for like
Christmas and stuff?
Yeah, but they would never really see each other, or like he would come up just after she was gone.
Yeah.
And he's been busy at the bar, so he doesn't really work at the ranch like he used to.
Yeah.
But he does do those writing classes now that he's kind of gotten settled in.
when he's still friends with his brother, so it's like you
Yes.
talk about it.
Yes, yes, yes,
Okay.
yes.
Auntie Emmy, Auntie M.
Auntie M.
That's what Renesmee says.
Yeah.
Of course, she's like, he found this hidden waterfall. I bet he brings all the girls up here.
But he
But
doesn't.
he's never brought anybody.
But he
Never.
doesn't.
Not
It's his
even
secret
her
spot.
brother has been there before.
Well, he doesn't want to fuck her brother.
What?
No, I just
To
meant,
Emily's
like,
chagrin.
she was like,
Bummer.
I thought that was this book. What book did you? I was listening to Fucking Wrong
Date.
and was it you that thought that Ari and Disney
Me.
were gonna fall in love? Oh,
Yeah, I was on Cold Medicine and reeled down that episode going like, oh, so Ari's the main guy and this is the other main guy and
they're gonna fall in love. I was like, no, he's with Blake
Do you
Lively.
think you got it mixed up with like fucking around?
No,
Where the
I
guys are all
genuinely
in
think
love
you
with
were
each other?
talking like something about the way you were like, yeah, Ari met this guy and thought he was a Disney prince, and I was like, they're gonna fuck.
Yeah.
Oh, like he gets
They might as
Bi-curious.
well in
Yeah.
that book. They're all in love with each
There
other.
you go.
Okay, so
teammates.
Teammates.
so basically, he's like, I've never brought anybody here before, and she's like, oh my god,
Oh my god, we should
What
commemorate
are
the occasion and have
we?
sex under
Yeah.
the waterfall.
Oh, PH.
My PH.
They're
It's a
kind of.
PHs don't exist in books. That's right.
Book PH. Got it.
Nothing happens, but they are like swimming, and she's confiding more in. She has like ADHD and she has sensory issues.
Representation matters.
Yeah, which is making it harder for her
To concentrate with the loudest waterfall behind her. Got you. Same.
The shirt is sticking to me. I can't.
Be like,
I
can
can't.
we go somewhere else? This waterfall's really fucking loud.
She is wearing her bathing suit. He did tell her to wear a bathing suit.
For the record, for everyone who's about to comment, we all have ADHD.
Yeah.
So
I got sensory issues. It's
That is exactly why I thought that this was definitely Emily, because I was like, she doesn't like mashed potatoes.
Yep. Can't eat bananas, oatmeal, get the fuck out of here.
texture. Blah, blah, blah.
I have panic attacks.
I'm like, mine is definitely loud noises. I
Oh my
could
God.
not function around a waterfall.
Earlier, I was like, turn the music off.
repetitive noises. If a fan is going, I'm like, that's all I can. Okay. Anyway.
Make a song to it.
Representation matters.
Yes, it
Okay,
does.
so while they're like talking, he like pulls her to him, and she like wraps her legs around him, and they're just like in the pool.
Oh, they're
Nothing
swimming.
is happening.
She's like floating in midair. He's like, get back here.
Just standing and
You were like-
floating goes like, oh, in the
Swimming.
water. Got it. Yes.
Okay.
Okay.
So that's kind of sweet, but nothing really happens. They don't kiss.
There's a lot of embracing,
Yes.
building.
You know, for first coming page 188, how did you feel about the slow build to this? Because usually they're like, you want page 14.
Well, I think that immediately they were attracted to each other at the bar. That was like page 2, you know?
neon lights.
And he's like, yeah. And then immediately, like, she's seeing him with the kids, and she's like, my ovaries.
Because that's what we
Helping
talked
her
about
pack.
is
We almost kiss. I need that stuff.
you need the actual
Yeah.
build up and not just the like 0 to 100, like
Yeah.
3/4 of the way through the book.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah. We need to try to kiss a little.
And then you don't, but then you do, but you want to.
Yeah.
Ooh.
So, this is where she asks him like why he's different, and this is where he tells her about his dad and wanting to be different. They're like leaving the waterfall, and they're like holding hands.
Oh my God, it's very advanced.
Yeah, he opens the door for her, and she goes to get in. And he like grabs her by the belt loop and like swings
They
her
rode
around.
horses out here.
Girl,
No, they're in the truck. They drove out to the waterfall. It's pretty far.
they're in the truck, sugar.
I thought they went on a horse ride to the waterfall.
No, she gotten on the horse.
And then he was like, let's go for a drive.
I was
That's
so
a
proud
lot.
of you.
We don't have to ride the horse a lot. You got up there, get down.
I thought they went on
Yeah,
a
the
trail
next
ride.
day they went on a field trip
Am I in
instead
Columbus?
of riding. I probably skipped over that.
You're
And they
just
are in a
filling in
truck.
details as you.
I'm just in my head.
That's a little advanced. We're still riding around the corral.
But now they're holding hands without a chaperone.
Yeah. So he pulls her by the belt loop, swings her around before she gets
What?
in the truck. And it's like he's gonna kiss her, but he's being like away because I think he's worried about her brother. We shouldn't do this. So she grabs him by the shirt and kisses him, and she's like, you've already tried to kiss me twice and you've pussied out, so I'm definitely gonna
You clearly suck at this, so let me go ahead and take over. Yay.
He is like, that was not enough, grabs her by the neck, they're making out. He lays
What?
he lays her down. He drives one of those trucks that has one seat.
Of course, yes.
Come on, we knew that.
I'm like, I want one of them trucks.
Yes.
Just sit next
I bet
to
it's like
each
a
other. Yeah.
gear shift.
Not for the roads out here, but around the farm, wherever the fuck that is.
Yeah, you have to.
Go to the waterfall.
Oh.
Does he make her waterfall?
Yes.
Well, so he lays
Damn.
her down on the seat and he's going to town. They're kissing, they're necking, they're rubbing, they're humping.
Bop it.
He's literally about
Kiss
to
it.
pull out a titty out of her swimsuit, and her phone rings, and it's her brother.
Quit answering the phone, people.
She doesn't answer his phone ring. I know, they're like, ignore it. And they're like, okay. And then his phone rings
Something's
and it's
going on.
Gus. So he's like, I have to answer.
Barbara has a question.
What was the brother's name?
Gus.
No, it's not.
His real name is August,
Okay.
but they call him Gus.
Oh, that's a good song.
Augustus.
Yeah, that's better.
August by Taylor Swift.
Oh.
Salt
Gus
Air.
Gus from Cinderella.
Okay.
A little mouse.
Yep, now I'm picturing
Gus
the
Gus.
She wants to fuck a mouse.
Gus Gus. Gus Gus.
Okay.
Okay.
So,
he calls and something's going
he
on.
calls
What's going on with Gus Gus?
family dinner. I want you to come. If you see Emmy,
wasn't
tell
an
her.
emergency.
Have you seen my sister Emmy? And she is necking him. She's rubbing on his junk. And he's like, Are you exercising?
Yeah, because he's huffing and puffing.
Yeah. They have dinner. They haven't seen each other in a while, and she walks in right as he's playing with her niece, and her ovaries explode.
Yeah.
And they
She
have
drops an
dinner.
egg.
Yeah,
The little comes and grab one.
yeah. And everybody's leaving for the night, and her dad asks
Luke, if he wants to marry her.
if he would walk her to her cabin because it's about 500 yards from the.
Does her dad know that
I
something's going?
feel like
Dad's
he
a
does.
matchmaker.
Oh yeah, Dad's like, why don't you walk her to her cabin?
Yeah.
The dad is Sam Elliott in my head.
Yes.
This is where she comes.
Oh,
Just from the walk. Wow.
They get right to it.
just with each walk.
Those jeans are tight.
They get to the cabin, 188. She grinds on him. They fuck.
She splooges.
Yeah. He doesn't want to be a dirty secret. He's thinking that she thinks that he's a bad boy. It's just for fun and that she's not going to want anything serious with him.
Taylor Swift, Cruel Summer, I don't want to keep secrets just to keep you. Oh my God.
Yeah.
Oh my God.
Because obviously he's like, we should tell your brother, because I don't want to keep a secret from him
Let's
either.
FaceTime him.
Yeah, call him in.
Send him a video.
Puffing and blow her pants down.
Oof.
She doesn't want to cause drama if she's like unsure of what this is because she thinks that he's a fuck boy. He thinks, blah, 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 blah. Okay, so this is where I think I know that the dad knows because it's her best friend's birthday and they're getting ready at her house and the dad goes, "What's going on with you and Luke?" And she's like, "What the fuck?" And so she's looking at her best friend. She was like, "Why did you tell your dad?" And he was like, "Y'all be talking on the phone and the door's open. I hear everything you say."
I'm creeping all the time.
Yeah.
I'm basically Emily.
He's her dad's best friend. Her best friend's dad is her dad's best friend.
Generational small town shit. Love
Yes.
it. Yeah. So they're the gossip network.
Yes.
That's exactly what she said. And she's like, "I'm sorry I told the knitting circle overheard our conversation, so I'm pretty sure your dad knows."
100%.
I want to be part of a knitting circle.
Ooh,
I mean, this is a knitting circle.
True.
Click clacking in the mics.
I would, if I could be doing my needlepoint while we're talking.
Would you hear anything?
No.
I wonder if I'd be able to focus more. Because
Remember
I'm
when we talked
doing
about
something.
how we have ADHD? Yeah, it would either help you really dial in or you would just be gone.
Or I would go like, what shade of green is this?
They were on horses. What?
Yeah. You can't even keep up without anything.
Because she's not knitting. That's the
Okay.
problem. Okay.
She's pulling out her hair.
So they go to the bar.
Right. What's the name of the bar?
I don't remember.
Neon Moon by Brooks and Dunn.
Yes,
Chili's.
this is where we're reading.
Oh, it is
In the
the
bar?
neon of the Chili's.
She shows up for her birthday party with her best friend. It's her best friend's birthday.
Yeah.
Oh, the cover I put on there for you.
Oh, I've seen this.
Yeah, I
See,
figured
there you go.
I love this
Yes.
cover. It's like a it's very 70s looking.
Yeah,
and I
old
love
How do you
it.
like
Western.
the font?
Obsessed.
There you go.
Obsessed.
So if we have anything we want to talk about, she won't even know because she's
Literally,
just
she'll have no idea.
staring
I've
at it.
seen this.
Yeah.
cover.
True.
So-
This is the cover.
I think some guy like touches her.
Nope.
Do
Yeah.
not touch.
Do not
Dead.
touch. And he
Lukey will pukey.
Put him in his
punches
grave.
him and kicks him and his friends out.
And then pukes on him.
And then he grabs her.
Emily almost did a spit
Right as I
take.
was taking a drink.
He grabs her and throws her over his shoulder like a sack of potatoes and takes
Love
her to
it.
the office.
And everyone cheers. Yeah.
to
they're
the
married.
office.
They do.
This cover is now putting me into, I'm back in my like Dallas era, but of like that
Oh.
70s vibe of like the wooden chairs that are kind of like a half circle on the back. It goes
Yeah.
everywhere. It's a little smoky in there, the little red
Oh, they're
candles on the
definitely
table.
Mhm.
Do they talk about cigs in here?
No, but they're like definitely.
Like a haze?
Yeah, they smoke in there.
Smoking weed,
Nice.
which is wrong if you're in Texas. We have to be morally,
We're educational.
We're about to be banned, so this is
Shit.
all genuinely not meant to be exciting for anybody.
Yeah.
We
join
are
our
going-
Patreon. You can join it for free just so that you're already there. And then, also if you want, like on our Patreon, there is a free bonus episode that we put up so you can see how you feel about it from our first one. So you can go over there and get that and then just join it for free. Because if we disappear from someone's project, then we'll be there.
Find us there.
Yeah, because Luke might be reformed, but he is still bad boy.
So this is a nasty scene.
What?
Do you think that you highlighted the word, I won't say it, count? You know what I'm saying?
I highlighted it, but do what you want.
You don't say it because that one genuinely can't say. Do what you want.
My Hunt.
Patreon.
Michael Hunt.
Count.
Dracula.
See you next.
See you next time.
Oh, that's a good one.
Mm-hmm.
I brought the hand that wasn't on her throat to the hem of her dress before Barbara has a question.
Barbara has a question. Whose eye? Whose point of view is this?
Boy.
So he gets her in there and he like puts her up against the wall.
Gets her in
With his hand on her neck.
Yeah.
But in a loving and supportive,
she's
consensual
mad
way.
that he punched somebody.
She's feisty.
And then he's like, yeah.
She's like, why did you do that? You're going to get in trouble.
I know how to soothe you.
Before snaking it under and touching the soft skin of her thigh, I chuckled and moved my hand further up her dress to her panties, or at least where they should have been.
Uh-oh. She forgot him. ADHD.
She's like, the cool wind feels good.
Knew I forgot something.
You want to know what's bad? Oh, wait, you want to know what's bad? You bringing this bear cat into my bar like a perfect little.
Barbara doesn't know.
Bear, B-A-R-E. I was picturing like the animal, bear.
Oh.
And then I was like, a bear cat.
This naked
Kitty.
Is this a
cat.
country reference? I don't know. You small town
this
kids.
hairless cat
Ooh.
into my
Sphinx.
bar like a perfect little sleuth. Emmy groaned. I don't.
What?
Just Emmy. I don't think.
Oh, because it's you.
Only because I ever hear it from my family.
Perfect.
Like it's
Say
only
Clementine.
ever written
So-
from like my sister-in-law and my sister.
So would you say that you're clutching your pearls?
I'm in the more like
Ooh, you're hiding your.
Emmy ground. Fuck. She made me insane. I teased her with my fingers. You're dripping for me, sugar. How long have you been like this, needy and desperate? Open your mouth, I commanded. She opened immediately. Ah! And my already hard cock jerked at the... maybe if I like whisper it, like make it to like A I can't pick up. Jerked at the sight of her open mouth, ready to take anything I gave her. I just picture her like say, ah.
Yeah, like, oh.
I took a pull of the whiskey before setting the bottle on my desk. But I didn't swallow. I leaned. Oh God! I leaned into Emmy, my hand on her throat, still keeping her pinned to my office door, and spit the whiskey in her mouth. Vanessa Villegas. What the fuck? That's so gross.
There are much worse fluids that have been exchanged this
But
way.
something about that just grosses me out. I think because I also don't like whiskey. I go
Backwash.
God.
So you'd rather other liquids? Emmy.
Oh no! I think even if my beloved Jeffy boy
Don't bring us into your marriage.
spit
Diet
like
Pepsi?
water or Diet Pepsi or anything, and something about that.
Yeah, I'm with you.
Even though we have a
Oh,
know
God, yeah, no.
Yeah,
gross.
we have
Swap and
consummated
spit?
our marriage, but like ugh.
I've never kissed.
Oh, gross. She swallowed.
I don't like whiskey.
I felt her throat work under my grip. Fuck. She was everything. Emmy closed the distance between us, pressing her breasts against my chest. If you won't touch me, then let me touch you.
He's
was
like,
I'll spit on you.
She wants to fuck, but he's like, you're mad at me because I punched somebody, and he was like, I don't want you to do anything that you're gonna regret if you're. He's teasing her, and then he's like, also you've been drinking, and
Because she spit in her mouth. That's
He's
cute.
making her be the one to go, no, we're doing this, when he's the one who has her pinned to a door.
and he's like, you've been drinking, and she's like, I have barely drank anything.
She's
and
like, you've been drinking, so who gives her more?
Yeah, so he's like, "Bloop." I just make it like a fountain into it.
well, that
Oh,
is
God.
after the whiskey
Gotcha.
Yeah.
the
Gotcha.
whiskey spit. So he's basically says that he's not gonna have sex with her.
Liar.
He's edging her.
He's a liar.
Yeah.
You know what? I bet they do.
Yeah.
I bet they do.
They do.
They do.
If you, fuck. Emmy dragged her hand down my chest and over the hard bulge in my jeans. You should really let me take care of this.
He's got tobacco in his pocket.
She said sweetly, shit, how did this happen? Mayday, mayday, I had lost control of the situation.
Calling for help.
Ick. I'm good. I was the one stuttering through my words now. Emmy rubbed her hand over my jeans, applying some pressure. She started to push me back towards my desk. I let her until the back of my legs hit the edge of it. She went up on her toes and gave me a quick kiss before she Shit. Lowered to her knees.
Shit.
She started to unbuckle my belt. Can I? All I could do was nod.
Yeah.
Tell me yes, Lukey.
That's what he does to her.
I says, tell me yes.
I have to hear it.
Yeah, use your words, honey.
Give
So
me
the tables are turning tonight.
He is
Tonight.
pinned.
That's why he was like, Mayday, I've lost control of the situation, because usually he's the one teasing her.
But now she's in charge.
Yeah.
Use your words before your mouth is full. I got both of you.
What did you say? I was listening to the other episode. She was like, gotta prime the pump.
Oh, yeah, prime the pump.
Oh, God, it was so gross.
Jerk it.
Cough medicine every episode.
Genuinely very Diane of me, because whenever Diane says anything perverted and inappropriate, which is all the time, she's from New Jersey, she's the most surprised by what she has just said.
Oh my God.
The tables had really fucking turned tonight, hadn't they? Yes, sugar. Let's see what you look like with my chicken in your mouth.
Ooh, bird flu.
My chicken sprung free. Whew. The bastard basically tried to jump down her throat, but she didn't put me inside her mouth yet. Instead, she grabbed my dick with one hand and leaned in, licking the pre-cum off the head slowly. I couldn't help the groan that came out of my mouth when her tongue made contact. She gave me a few more licks and pumped the base of my cock with her hand.
Prime the pump, yeah.
She's priming the pump.
She's
Jesus
gonna
Christ.
ride it.
Ugh.
I was going to come before she could get any further. You love choking out my cock, don't you? I said. My voice was husky and my throat was tight. Emmy looked up at me through her thick eyelashes and nodded as much as she could. I wanted the image of her on her knees with her red lips wrapped around my cock, projected on my fucking headstone.
How you doing, Emily?
I'm okay.
She's okay.
I'm
She's being
fine.
very brave.
I'm being very brave right now. She had slid her hand that wasn't working my length until under her dress. She was touching herself. Sucking my cock turns you on, baby. You want me to fuck this mouth of yours? Emmy took her hand off my length and put it on my ass, pulling me deeper. Just
You didn't try to sidestep any of these bad words.
I
I
couldn't take it.
She couldn't take it.
I knotted both hands in her hair and thrust her into my mouth. Jesus Christ, she was perfect. Both of us were moaning. Fuck. She felt so good. And I didn't want to come in her mouth. Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Not tonight.
Do not tonight.
I need to come inside of you, sugar. Let me fill you up again. I was obsessed with marking Emmy as mine. I reached down and lifted her up to me, hauling her lips to mine harshly.
I just pictured him like grabbing her lips and going,
Get up here. Our kiss was rough, like each of us was seeing how much the other could take. Emmy pulled back first. I wasn't finished.
Do not interrupt.
I wasn't done. Don't rush me.
Neither of us have finished.
I moved her in front of me so she was pinned between me and my desk, her back against my front. The only thing I want more right now than coming in your mouth is filling up. I had to picture it.
So did I, though. I had to go,
Okay, so they turn
Back
Barbie
to
again.
Bunch of crotch.
I gotta bring my Barbies.
Thank you, Vanessa.
The only thing I want more right now than coming in your mouth is filling up your perfect Michael Hunt.
Okay, cool.
I needed her to tell me it was okay before we got carried away. Do you want
You're
me
not already carried away?
We're in control still, even though I've called Mayday. Do you want me to fuck you on this desk, sugar? Can I?
Do you?
Yes, Luke, please.
Yeah.
Thank fucking hell. I pushed Emmy down so she was bent over my desk and lifted up this dress that had been teasing me all night. This dress has been torturing me all night. I like
Fuck
how he
this
thinks
dress.
it and then says it. I wore it just for you. Good. If you wore it for another man, I'd have to kill him. She laughed. But I wasn't kidding.
But I wasn't
I'm
kidding.
serious.
I'm very
That guy
serious.
who touched you and I punched him and put him in his grave and
He's
puked
dead.
on him,
Yeah.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
I'll do it again.
I rubbed my hands over her ass, my thumb spreading her pussy for me. She was wet and glistening.
What am I supposed to do?
Highlight the word in a different color so Emily knows to make something up.
All
Or just keep
for-
it not highlighted.
All for me. I started pushing into her wet heat. Ugh. Her wet heat.
heat.
It's hot.
She's got a fever.
I saw stars. I gripped her hips and worked my way in slowly, knowing this position would be intense for her. I knew I was big. He knows.
He knows.
When I was
Huge.
seated in her Foley, I paused. Shit. I was going to come. No, not before she gets off.
Not
before she
before.
got off. Emmy pushed her ass against me. Don't move, I rasped. Just give me a minute. I squeezed my eyes shut. You good back there?
Just thinking about your brother. Hang on.
Hey, I could hear the smile in her voice. I fucking loved it. I loved it when she was happy like this. Yeah, I breathed. I'm good. The danger had passed. It's like a cramp where he's like, ugh. Okay, I'm good. I pulled out slightly.
Brain freeze.
And then thrust back into her. Horde.
Horde.
Wicked.
Wicked horde.
Barrel
I
racing.
did that again and again. Emmy cried out, yes, Luke, just like that.
Yeehaw.
Yeehaw, giddy up, please. She always asked so nicely. I thought about the guy putting his hand on her. My next thrust was harder. I could feel my desk moving across the floor. But I didn't give a damn. All that mattered was me and Emmy and the place where we were connected. I pulled her back up to me so she was upright. I brought my fingers to her slit and started stroking as I fucked her. Her kitty started to tighten around my chicken like a vice. She
It's
grabbed
a farm. There are animals everywhere. I know it's a bar. It's Chili's, whatever. It's
Old
fine.
McDonald.
had a farm. E-I-E-I-O.
Lukey Pukey had a bar.
Pukey. I gripped her throat lightly, applying the faintest amount of pressure on the sides. It's got a lot of throat work with this guy. Emmy's head fell back against my shoulder. Yes, yes, yes. She breathed. You're so deep like this, Luke. You were made for me. You were made for me, I told her. I thrust into her harder. Tell me you're mine, Emmy. No, I needed to hear it. I'm yours. That's right, sugar. I'm the only one who gets to have you like this. Going to. She never got to finish because he killed her.
Whoa.
Because both of us combusted at the same time. I spilled myself into her, my thrust getting short and shallow. They died.
Rip.
They exploded. They combusted. They're part
Into
of the cosmos.
Rip.
Just surfing them.
They became one and their souls intertwined and disappeared.
Never apart forever. They're
That
dust.
Chili's was haunted by them
Carrying
forever.
your love with me.
That's a country song right there.
Hell yeah. So I blew her up.
Yeah.
How,
Does she
Blew
have
her
birth control?
world.
how you feel? She has IUD.
And it's not a planter, like a tracker.
Oh, is it
No.
a tracker one?
No, Lincoln.
She came with that
It's a different episode.
from Colorado.
She got her good birth control in Colorado
Yeah.
before she went to Wyoming.
Smart.
Yeah.
Smart.
So they're in love.
they're in love.
Yeah.
Is there a third act breakup or is
No.
it?
Good.
Yeah. So he puts together like a little barrel racing setup for her at one of the corrals. And it turns out that they're having a competition in her hometown, which they never really do.
How convenient.
So she definitely is done with the sport, but she wants to have one final like hoorah.
And
that's
one
when
last
she-
ride.
And
One
that's when
last
she
ride.
dies.
Oh, that's why they don't break up, because she's dead.
She ends up beating her record.
Ooh.
Yeah, and wins the competition.
Wow.
She
She said she never would, and she did.
when all her family comes in the back, she runs and jumps on Luke and kisses him in front of everybody, and her
my
brother punches him.
Grow
Oh,
up.
wait, so they never told the family.
No, until
No, it's
this
like
moment.
the 1970s or whatever. But
I tried to
Emily's
hide my
choking.
cough after.
They never told
you. The cough snuck up, and then I tried to swallow it, and then I just choked. I'm sorry.
I'm sorry. I caught in the episode Fucking Wrong Date, I coughed and then I cut it out, obviously, but I went, sorry, and then you went, stop apologizing. And so that's
it.
still in there. Anyway, point is, brother's punching her because he's living in
Yeah.
the 1970s and thinks that women are property or
Well,
whatever.
I
Right.
think it's more like what has been going on. This has been going on under my nose.
So?
And they have always been super overprotective of her. They like I don't even want to get into
They
That
it.
don't
30
want him to puke on her.
That 30-year-old woman should not be swallowing his whiskey.
Yeah.
Even though Dad kind of got a feeling and knew.
Yeah.
Why did Dad tell
The
brother?
dad stepped in and was like, she's a grown up.
You're grounded.
Everybody
Gus.
needs to take a beat.
Gus.
He says some mean things to him, like he's a low life and he should have known better than to bring him around his family and all.
Cool.
Yeah.
Even though you've been like a part of my family forever and you're like in our family meals and like everything.
You're
but,
good enough to be my best friend, but my sister, no way.
Yeah. So obviously later in the book, the brothers or Gus goes over to his house and makes amends. He says he's so sorry.
He swallows some whiskey.
And then he
spits it in his
he
mouth.
lets her know that she's on cattle watch. And so he rides out to her. Like she's like watching the cattle. You have to like camp with them.
What are they doing? Camping. Okay.
Watching cattle.
Telling ghost stories.
Ooh,
They-
eating beans.
I think she's just out there by herself.
That's
the cattle.
dangerous.
Yeah, so they go out there, they're together, they're in love. They get married. She ends up staying at the ranch,
Oh, yeah?
teaching riding lessons.
Do they have a baby?
Aw.
Is there an epilogue?
Renesmee.
I don't think there's a baby.
How big is Renesmee in the book, in the movie?
8.
Right, not very much.
4.
Just kind of there.
Yeah, just the riding lessons.
Is her brother married?
No.
She died?
She had a one night stand, same as Cade.
Heartless
Right.
and the
And
looky pukey.
Yeah, he never married her though, like Cade did in that book. And they're just co-parenting. She's already married to some guy. She's cool. It's like these books are literally zero drama.
I kind of like that.
I do too.
Yeah, nice
I
to
was
just have like,
ready.
will they, won't they? They did. It's amazing.
And there's no bullshit
What
third
is-
act breakup.
Yeah. What
Yeah.
was so funny is I was like, I like to go on TikTok after I read a book and see what people are talking about and just a lot of funny stuff. But Lyla Sage on her Instagram put when his girlfriend says that this is her favorite book and it's Silver Springs is playing on the video. I'll have to show it to you. It's pretty funny.
Post
Yeah.
it to our stories. Close
Oh,
my post
yes.
pod everywhere on
Remind me
internet.
when this episode comes up.
Follow us everywhere. Help us.
Please help.
Street team.
Yeah, we need that street team.
Street
help
team.
us out.
So it was a 3.84 on Goodreads, almost 200,000 reviews.
Damn.
51 friends have either read it, want to read it, and reviewed it. Yeah.
These are our friends on Goodreads, so you can add us on there too.
Yes.
Yeah.
Sarah, 5 stars. Love this. Alexandria, 5 stars. Brother's best friend, who's also jealous. No third act breakup. I loved it.
Yep.
Taylor, 5 stars. This book was so fucking cute. The amount of times I found myself squealing and kicking my feet. I'm always a sucker for big brother best friend, despite being an only child. Same.
That's what it is. There you go.
Taylor, call me.
That's you.
What if it's Taylor Swift? She have siblings?
Yeah.
Oh.
Younger brother.
Um,
Oh.
What if Taylor Swift listened to us? Would that be so cool?
Yeah.
Would you die?
Yeah.
Would you
Yeah.
be embarrassed, or would you?
I would continue to live for her.
for her.
I would
to-
continue making the podcast for her.
so
in
that you
her
could
honor.
give something back to her.
Taylor, this is for you.
I didn't print my one
One stars?
stars. Yeah.
There's no
Nicole, who was also a friend, said that it cut that off too. But I know that it said that she DNF'd the book because she was in a reading slump. But she was like, "I'll come back to it one day."
I'll be back.
Sometimes you're just like, you want a lot of drama. Like you want,
Sometimes it's not hitting.
sometimes
Yeah,
you
sometimes
just go,
it's just not what you want.
yeah.
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 I hate being in a reading slump. It drives me nuts.
It's rough. Yeah.
One of the one stars was like, cool, you have PTSD, you have ADHD, you have all these mental problems, but you don't need therapy. You just need cowboy dick.
Maybe.
It's the 1970s. They didn't know what therapy was.
And I'm pretty sure one said she wanted to yeehaw herself off a cliff.
Again, equine therapy is very beneficial.
There
and
you
it's
go.
very good for a lot of those issues, especially
My-
for PTSD or codependency.
My Aunt Karen is very into
Yeah.
that. Yeah.
Love it.
Love it.
Well, if you need therapy, let us know. So do we.
Everyone does.
You know. At Close My Pearls Pod, everywhere on the internet. Share with your friends, share with everybody, share with your horses, share with a cowboy, share with your therapist, share with the world.
Tell your local chilies.
Oh yeah, go tell the local chilies.
Yeah.
I just kicked my camera. Thanks for listening. And if you're on our Patreon, we'll see you Monday. For everyone else, we'll see you next Tuesday. Bye bye.
Yeehaw.
Yeah.
Yeehaw.